First of all, just to do a little bit of warm up. My favourite is always downward dog. Just keep finding that I get better at this exercise as the weeks go on. I think you try and stretch out your hand, your calf, and try and get your heel down to the ground if you can, just so you sort of gradually open up. You know, when we started this a few weeks ago, I couldn't quite get my heels down, but now I'm getting close now. That's sort of, you know, pretty good. So it shows it's working. Then come down into Cobra and just reverse the motion of the downward dog, just to really open up our lower bodies, our chest, back, and just get your shoulders working. Just wiggle around, get into each corner, just get all the joints moving. Just keep your hands nice and active, and then we can get ready to go back up into another downward dog. And slowly we'll increase the speed of these reps as the body warms up. Just really push into the corner of each armpit, just to really stretch your lats out while you're in this position as well. Yeah, just move around, just find where you're tight and just move into those areas. And then back down into Cobra. Just point your toes, stretch out the front of your shins as well. And look up at the sky. Really stretch or open up your chest and feel a nice release in your upper back. And curl up the toes and back down to downward dog. I'll do a couple more of these. Just flowing in and out through this motion a few times, a bit quicker, at your own pace. And then when you're ready, just come up on your mats. I'm going to spin around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do a frog stretch. It's a nice wide hips on your knees. Feet in line with your knees. And then arms on the floor. And just rock your hips back and feel where the tightness is in your hips. So this is really good for opening up for the squats we'll do later on. That's why I'm using it now. And just sit back down into that squat motion. And you feel it in your hips up here. And just don't go into any pain, just go to its, you know, a slight bit of discomfort, and then just push into it a little bit. And it will open up gradually. Then come forward, release the tension, and then back down again. Should be able to get a little bit further. Get your head closer to the ground and push back a little bit more. And just hold it here. Just move around a little bit just to get blood flowing to that joint. Come back up. Stretch forward a little bit, almost like a cobra actually. It releases the tension. Just trying to pump some blood into this joint and get it moving. Okay, if you come up onto your mat, we're going to test it out with a few squats, nice wide squats, really wide, just to really limber ourselves up. And you should be able to do quite quick reps quite easily. And just feel where you can go, how low you can go. And feel as you get warmer, you can get a bit deeper, and you can hold it. And just come all the way through your hips to a nice straight leg. And there you go. Okay, good. That feels good to me. So, first round of our first circuit. So we're going to do some jack press up. So it's like a jumping jack, but whilst you're doing a press up. Obviously, if that's too difficult for you, go into normal press ups on your knees, or just normal press ups. But this one, the variety is you do a press up, you come down, and then spread your legs out to the side, like a jumping jack. Down, back into the middle, back up. So it's a dynamic one. So if you try that now, you go for 10 reps. Out to the side, back into the middle. Out to the side with your legs, back into the middle. That's it. Out to the side, back into the middle. That's it. That's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more for luck, and 10. Okay, so next exercise is plank rows, or renegade row, but with a twist. So you've got your slightly heavier hand weight, place it on the floor in front of you, go into a plank position, and then one hand you do a row. When you touch your chest, push it out to the top, up into the sky, and twist your body around so you come up straight like this. Come back down, put it on the floor, change hands, row to your chest, and then up to the sky. That's it. So that's 2 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, this one, you're going to need your bottle of water, and it's just pass around Superman over your head. So basically, in a Superman position, chest up, hands in front of you, and then 1 rep is passing the bottle all the way around yourself, keeping your hands off the ground. So, like so. So from there, keep your thumbs up, arms straight. If you can, sweep round to the front, swap hands over, and back to the side. So count on this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, thumbs up, straight arms, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so back to the jack press ups. Should be a bit harder this time because we've worked our body. So push up, out to the side of your legs, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take a rest if you need it, I do. 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Plank row twist. Get your weight. Now you probably feel this exercise a bit harder now. So 1, because of the press ups we just done. Row, and 2. Row to your chest, twist, and up. 5, 6, really open up the chest. 7, up straight line. 8, 9, and 10. So back to the pass rounds again. It's going to get progressively harder as we go along. So bottle out in front, thumbs up in the air. Go down to your sides, pass the bottles between your hands, and back round. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to touch the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Should be feeling that all down your lats here. There it was. Okay, so pass around. So we go back to the last set of jack press ups. And if you're feeling really strong, you can jack your hands out with your legs. So, and then back into middle. 4, 5. Okay, go back down to normal ones. That's difficult. 6, 7, 8. Come on, 2 more. 9. And last one, 10. That's a bit shaky. Great, okay. Plank rows again with a twist. Grab the, open your chest wide. Hold it there. Row to your chest, twist, and up. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Well done, everyone. That's good. Let's grab a towel. Just dry yourself off. And write your mat down. So now, we're going to go on to work our posterior chain, which is your glutes, your hamstrings, lower back. We're going to do, so grab a heavy weight, or just hand weight. We're going to do a single leg deadlift, which is obviously one of my favourites, so I'll do it pretty much every week. So just a few more moments of rest, so that heart rate come down, just get your stuff in order, put the right equipment. If you haven't got weight, you can just go a bit faster and do more reps and maybe stretch all the way down to the ground if you have that flexibility. Okay, so away we go for the first set. 10 reps on each leg. So 1, 2, 3. If you're doing it without weight, you can go with as many reps as you can within enough time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a little bit of balance problem there. 10. Swap arms or swap legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so find your chair that you should have available, or your couch, and we go to some glute bridges with your legs elevated, so heels on the settee, and then use your glutes to go up into a nice straight bridge. Okay, so that's the end movement, and you can do either 2-legged or 1-legged, and whatever you want to do. So you can either do 5 on each side or 10 with both legs together. So 1-legged varieties like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap legs. 1, 2. Go for a real peak contraction at the top. 3. Really squeeze it. 4. And 5. Okay, I think we go for another 5 there, that was a bit easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other leg if you've been doing 1 leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so next exercise after that is a bridge walkout. So you go into another bridge and you walk your legs out slowly until you're almost flat. Keep it tight here, keep it tight in your glutes, don't let your body touch the ground, and then walk back up. And that's 1 rep. So we're going to do 10 reps of this. You just find a level that you want to stretch out to, that you're comfortable with, without losing that contraction to about there. Hold it for a second, and back up. So that's 2 reps. Small steps of your heels, as far as you can, and back up. So that's 3. Just keep it nice and tight in your glutes the whole way through. That's 4. That's 5. Hold it at the end and back up for 6. 4 more. Hold it. 3 to go. 2 more. You can take your legs at different widths. You can go wider or you can go narrower. So back up, and last one. Nice and straight. And then back up. Great, okay, so that's the first round. Back onto the single leg deadlift. So now we're going to start feeling these glutes and the hamstrings. So 1 rep, 2, 3. It's really good to start off on a different leg sometimes because you tend to favour your strong leg. So that's 5. Take balance if you need it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, change over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. So back to glute bridges. 10 on each side if you're doing 1 leg, or as many as you can if you're doing 2 legs. So away we go. 10 straight through 1 leg. 1, 2, 3, remember to hold it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs, or continue if you're just doing 2-legged version. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So flip round, back onto the walkouts. So go up into a bridge and then slowly walk your feet up. You can go wide or you can go narrow. Just for a bit of variety, you can mix up as well. So that's 1, and back up. Take a breath there if you need it. Walk back out again. Make sure you reclaim this nice arch here from your legs. Keep glutes tight. Walk back. Walk back out again. Don't let yourself drop. Hold it. I can't remember how many that was now. Let's say it's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And then when we come to the last one, just really hold it all the way out and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got one more round. Just give it a shake out. You're feeling it in your lower back. Just make sure that you've got to keep your glutes tight. So this is our last round. Single leg deadlift. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep your knees nice and stable, nice and soft. 7, 8. Oh, isn't a bit of balance there. 9. And last one on that side. 10. Swap over. Get yourself ready. Nice and balanced. Soft knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Elevated glutes bridges. Last set. Really squeeze these ones. Pretty good exercise. All right, off we go. One leg at a time. 1, nice and high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one on that side, 10. Swap over legs. 1, as high as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold it, 8, 9, and 10. Last round of these walkouts. So making sure you've got some grip to just wipe down your surface. And where we go. Try and pay attention to see if you've got one side working harder than the other, and then try and even it up. So walk out. Nice and narrow for this one. Back up. That was 1. Go wide for this one. Hold it. And then back up. If you're tired, you can take bigger steps. Get through reps quicker. And narrow again. And back up. So, 5 more. Reclaim the position if you need to. Hold it, back up. Right, 3 more. One more. And slowly hold, and then back up. So you need a little hug, try and stretch your glutes a little bit. Probably feeling, if you're doing it correctly, a bit of Pain, a bit of lactic acid in there. Right, so we're on to our last little circuit. Towel yourself down a bit. So we're going to do, we've done 3 sort of posterior chain exercises. We're now going to do our quads. So basically our first exercise in this sequence is a reverse lunge up into high knee and then change sides. So step back, high knee, change sides. So we go through 10 reps of that. If you want to make it harder, hold your hands above your head. So on my count, so it's 1. Alternate legs all the way through. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, next one is the goblet squats. So grab a weight if you've got one. It's kettle bell, hold the horns, hold it up to your chest. Nice wide stance, as far as you want to go. And then 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, upright posture. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, put the weight down. Our last exercise in this sequence, straight away. Pause in the squat and jump up as high as you can. If you've got bad knees, just do a squat. Pause, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, really high. 2, 1, 0. Great, okay. So now it's going to get difficult. Straight back in to our reverse lunges. So step back, high knee, swap legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, straight into goblet squats again. Keep up the tempo. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, into the jump pauses. 1, 2, jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, last round. Keep it going. Into the lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last round, goblet squats. Come on, let's go up to your chest. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. straight side jumps. 1, high as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good mind, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Easy.
I think after that we need to stretch our hamstrings quite a lot. So we'll do sort of hamstring stretches. But with the stretches, I want you to try and get to a comfortable, longer length than you would normally. Not going over long, but just going a little bit further. So really with stretches, it's okay to use a prop. So you may have a bed or something next to you. You may have a chair or a pole. So some of those, when we do our legs, I don't want you to actually concentrate on your balance. I want you to concentrate on the muscle that we're going to stretch. So if we're stretching our hamstrings, I'd much prefer you to be holding on to something and feel the stretch rather than being here and wobbling. Yeah? So if you need to hold on to anything, then please do. I'm just going to start just by rolling. I'm going to kneel down because that's the best view, and we're just going to roll our shoulders. So a little bit of mobility, a little bit of stretching. So can we roll our shoulders? And I want them to go in and up and out and around. Lots of us have been sitting. Are we pulling up through here? Are we nice and tall? So those shoulders are going up to your ears, backwards and round. You know, with yoga, you need your breath. So where is your breath? I'm going to breathe in, and as I drop my shoulders, breathing out. And already it makes my hands want to move. Your body moves as a whole to get the stretches to work. So from there, we're just going to go up tall. We've done this before with your hands clasped. We're just going to go over to the side. So we've been working on our glutes, but we want to work our IT band. We want to work the side. You want to lean onto something, then lean onto something. Stretch over. You may want to pull your hand a little. Just be careful of your shoulders. You know where you are. So we're going to come up, and then as we go out, we're going to breathe out. So you inhale, and then you exhale as we stretch through. But I want you to try and find the stretch through your lateral side, going over. And that should be your right side if you're coming with me. And then I want you to turn. So if you can turn, I want you to turn by turning your hips. Some people have got flexible upper bodies, but I want us to turn our hips. So we're coming through here, we're coming through this diagonal line, and we're pushing out to the east or to the west. And we're using that as a stretch all through that arm. You may want to clasp your hands differently, so one pushes out and one pulls back. Just experiment as you go over. Then we're going to come down. As we come down, you're going to go onto all fours. And here, on all fours, I want you to make your shoulders go round. Slightly different. Can your shoulders go round when you're on all fours? So your shoulder is going round. If you can't do both shoulders, do one shoulder at a time. That shoulder's going round and round. And try the other shoulder. So it's going round. And we're just going to go to the other side. To that stretch out. Stretch out. Remember, can that arm can go to the back of your shoulders and stretch through. And we come back to where we started. Now, you may need a little bit of balance. We're going down into a kneeling hamstring. Okay, so holding this as your balance, and then I want you to go downwards. So I'm just going to turn around just to show you, but you keep going straight. So on the side, I'm going to keep my balance there, and I want you to go down. So I want your back straight, and I want your toe to come up. Your back leg, you can either be stretching your toes with your toes bent. I don't know if Colin's here tonight, but he'll love that stretch. Or you can have your toes flat. But how far can you walk down your leg and feel the stretch in your hamstring? Try and keep your back straight. Try and pull up your knee by engaging your quad, pulling back your knee, you lengthen your hamstring. Some people will get their chin right the way down. Doesn't matter, it's wherever you are. If you want to balance and just hold, but play about with that length of your hamstring. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, go down. And once you've gone down as far as you can, try and settle and take a breath in and just let it go and see if you can go down a little bit further. Just a little bit further, trying for that length in the back of that leg. I can also feel a shoulder stretch. I can feel it going right up into my bottom up here. If my hamstring's cramping, just bend your knee and go down into the insertion of the hamstring. Last time, breathe it coming up out of the stretch and then go in to develop that stretch. You can even allow your back to curl this time, just stretching in a different way. So I don't mind which leg you've got, but whatever leg you've got out front, I want you to keep it out front. And instead of being straight, I want you to go to the east or to the west. So you're just going over. We've been here before, we've been here in this stretch. So remember, your hamstring and your quad, so lots of different bits to it. So this time, I'm going to twist my body, and I'm going to go long to the side. If you can, get your heel level with your hip. So if my hip is here, can I be level? And can I hold my hip tall and then go sideways? There's no point, well, you can stretch something there, but this will be a bigger stretch if you can get that straight and going down. So working on that same leg. This time you've got a twist and you're going through to the back of your glute. And once you're there, support yourself and open your shoulder. And then change hands, bring the hand that was up down, and then open the other side. So you should be on your east and your west, and this time we're going north, we're going south. So this time you're going to have to be on your knee, and you're going to pull up. You can actually do it with a straight leg, depending on how good the knee that you're bending on. I'm just going to bend my knee, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to go back. So from here, I'm going to go south. I'm going to go south, so this leg that I'm moving goes south, and I'm going to stretch up, or I can have my legs straight. And for me, I've been doing quite a lot of cycling. This quad is tight. So that's quite a good quad stretch as well. So if we've gone south, it's the same leg. We've gone north, east or west, south. Now we have to go round. So I want you to cross over, try and keep your hips square and try and cross over. So you may need your hands in front of you just to balance. And I'm sure I've got somebody who can come up in that position, but you may need a chair in front of you. But that leg, what I'm trying to do is that this leg goes across. See how much more flexibility I've got when I stand? When I go down on my knee, I've just got a little range. but that leg is going over to that side. I can feel it in this butt as well, and I can feel it down that knee that's supporting it. So I want you just to come back onto both knees, onto all fours, and just wriggle. Because they're quite strong stretches. And changing legs. So we're still kneeling, and we're changing the other leg, and we're going down straight. We're going north into your hamstring stretch. So you're on your knee, the other knee, and the other leg is going forward. And you're going to breathe, and you're just going to develop that stretch. So each time you breathe in, on the out, you go a little bit longer. Remember, the toe at the back can be up, or it can be flat. Where do you need that stretch today? That's a deep hamstring stretch, just going down straight. And again, if you want to curl, curl down, or even bend your knee, wherever you want to go. Just stretching straight down, inhaling, and on the exhale, you let it go. So that's your straight, so we need to go out to the side. So where are you on your side stretch? Could be coming up tall. And again, we want to go sideways. So I'm stretching the inside of my thigh. I'm trying to be level through here. My foot can be up, it could be down. Experiment. Is it better if your foot's up? Is it better if your foot's down? Where do you want to go? I want to inhale, and I want to just let it go, facing my foot. And I want to come up a little, and I'm inhaling, and on the exhale, I'm going to stretch down, 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 down. However far you can go, just melt into that stretch. I'm going to release it by putting one hand on the floor and the other hand comes up. Changing hands over, and then you open up. So you've gone to the side. Now where are we going? We're going to go backwards. So again, your leg is here. That was the front, that was the side, and now we go backwards. You may want to hold on to something. You may want to keep that leg bent and just go back, or you may be able to lift it up. Go backwards through your front line. If you can, you may have the balance as a stretch. You may want to hold on to something and just stretch. You may just want to relax, breathing in and then the out, stretching through. Maybe that leg will go straight. Maybe you have to go down a bit for it to go straight. We all have restrictions, just work with what you've got, where it is today. So that was back. Now we have to cross over. So keeping on your knees, but this leg is going to cross over. So you're going to cross over. You're going to adduct, so it's going towards your body. So you would have been on this knee, and that leg goes across and back. See if you can find some balance there. See if that chest, you maybe is there. See if you can turn and swing. Maybe you can come up. Maybe you can't come up. It's wherever you are, but that leg is crossing over, going backwards. Try and keep those hips square if you can. Now we're going to come down onto all fours. If you've got something to lean on, try and lean on something and do all fours with your arms forward. And wag your tail. We go. We go. Try and wag your tail, just like a dog. Your tail goes from side to side. And from there, I'm just going to open up one way and change Open up the other way. And I'm going to go down a little bit further and I'm going to thread my arm through. Just a little bit of a thoracic stretch. If you can go down onto your heels, then do. You're just threading your arm through and just allowing your chest to rest. You can keep elevated if you want. You can go down onto the ground. Straightening the other arm and again threading through. So just allow that shoulder and your body to turn through, turning through. Allowing your body just to rest. I'm going to move my chair away because we're just going to go down onto the mat. If you have, just take a second and get something to hold, something springy. You may have a rope or something. Doesn't matter if you don't, you may have a tea towel. We're just going to lie down and we're just going to move our leg around. So the first movement is just on your backs, giving your knees a hug. Just giving your knees a hug, rolling through your hips. Nothing difficult there. And then just stretching your legs up in the air, maybe one at a time, holding that into a hamstring. And then if you have got something to hold on to, you can use it double and around your foot and see if you can pull it back. If you haven't got anything, just hold with your arm, with your hand. Just a little bit of hamstring stretch again. Straighten the other leg and engage the foot so the other foot is flexed. And that will give you a stronger stretch. And where are we going to go? We're going to go around the world. I want to go south to the east, go up as far north as you can, going round in a circle. Have you got enough room to let that leg go round in a circle? So it can go round. Enjoy each side. Where's that stretch? Where do you want to stretch more? Is it straight? Is it opening your hip? Remember to engage your other leg. So that leg is, the foot is flexed. And allow that leg to go round. Maybe stop wherever you feel a little bit of a stretch. And inhale and exhale. Going round and back. Changing legs over. You can just hold it. If one hand, remember to straighten that leg and engage the heel. Allow that leg to just collapse to the side. Trying to keep that hip straight. And round it goes. Round it goes. Find out where that stiffness is and just feel that stretch. It could be through the hip, it could be anywhere around. And just releasing and giving yourself a hug. And then we're going to do, and Mr. Wiggo is going to come and show us some stretches. We want to do that figure of 4 stretch, where one leg is straight and the other leg is bent. You're going to pull it in. So that's your figure of 4. So your heel is on your knee and you're going to pull in. This one I quite like curling up as well. So getting your head curl. Maybe tuck a little bit further and changing over your crossover. So one heel goes on the knee. You may want to push that knee away to begin with, opening up through there, and then pulling in, getting deeper into your glutes. You may want to rock and roll there. Just find where your stretch is. And your glutes and your hamstrings should feel a little bit better. We did a lot of glute bridges. So this time, can we come up onto our elbows and just allow our head to go backwards? allow our head to go back. So our hands are on the floor. Some people may have it where they lift their hips, or you can be there and just lift your hips up. So you can bend your elbows and lift your hips up, or you can just be flat, keeping your head going backwards and just arching your back backwards. And so you're opening up through your heart, through your neck, and you're looking backwards. Try and relax your breathing. And then you just come out of it by putting your chin on your chest. Bringing your knees in. And as we started with our wide frog, I want you to do happy baby, which is that your legs go wide. So you're lying on your back, your hands come on the inside, your legs go wide. Maybe you want to stretch wide. My legs are up in the air. That's a restorative pose. Everything drains down. If you want to take that further, you then just come up a little bit higher. But legs in the air are fine. Just allow everything to settle going backwards. This is often where people do headstands. So some weeks, if you have a headstand, you can take that. Just keeping it simple. My legs are high, my heart is low. Allowing everything to drain. Coming down when you want to. Slowly, legs are in the air. Knees come in. We roll over onto our right side. We come into the child's pose. We just allow our bodies to be. Just allow yourself to rest. Allow the tension to go. In control of your breath. Empty your mind and just breathing in and breathing out. Be in a comfortable position. Arms could be bent, doesn't matter. Your arms could turn backwards. Just allow yourself to rest and settle. Then you slowly come up onto all fours. And as we come up onto all fours, I just want us to collapse onto one side. And then come up straight. And just roll your hips over onto the other side. Coming up straight. Supporting yourself to come into the seated position. We're going to do the final little bit of rotation. Just making sure that our hips are nice and mobile. We're not leaving this session with any stiffness. We're in our 99s. Just rolling slowly from side to side. Rolling. Just in your own time. And then your feet are going to come together. You're going to open your feet and just curl down. I'm just going to gather all that air in. Legs going to come straight, and you're going to go nose dive down. Gather that air in, and nose dive down like an inchworm. Gather that air in. Legs are going to come up, and you're going to give yourself a big hug. A big tight hug for being so good today. And having had a lovely session. So maybe rock on your thighs. And And as you know, we just open our hearts because we're just thankful to be here. So well done, everybody. Happy Monday, and I hope your week continues to be a good week. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Alex. It's been great.
Nice to meet you, everyone.